Hey everyone, what's up? Adam here, bringing you some more SuperCard action. The Giants are here. It's my favourite mode. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's go. Right, let's just get the store out the way. It's going to be the same as last time. Don't bother. Right, let's see. What's the one of one? Premier Talent. WrestleMania 35 to Elemental. 7 cards for 1200. Why? It doesn't even make sense. I don't see how that's a good deal when you've been giving away packs of like, what was the other one? It was 2,000 credits and it gave you like 20 superstars. Never mind. We have Backlash, so any Backlash participant, not just winners. 4 cards, Elemental down to Shattered, 600 credits, and SuperCard promos for the Season 5 singles, 800 credits a pop. Yeah, as always, save your credits, don't even bother. There's no point. As soon as this Champions Fusion event drops, then there's gonna be, no doubt, packs in the store to be able to more easily obtain them, or obtain like the higher tier ones more easily. So realistically, you want to save for them. We have brand new Money in the Bank, and I'm only 5,000 points away. I won't go for the pro, but I think I'll definitely go for the single for the image. Randy Orton and Edge, obviously from the greatest wrestling match ever, which, whether you think it was the greatest match ever or not, it was an amazing match. So we've got this Edge, and the cards themselves look brilliant, but look at that Edge image, it looks amazing. Right, and then we've got the Randy Orton, who looks like pretty much every other Randy Orton card in the game. I feel so bad because he doesn't like have anything else. Like Edge comes out in jackets and stuff like that, whereas all Randy can do is fold his arms in a different position. Like, it's kind of like when you look at all the Brock and, to an extent, like the Rock images and stuff like that. Like, there's only so much they've got to work with. Who else is here? Oh, Sheamus. Sasha. Ah, that's interesting. So the Asuka Springtime Nightmare card is in here, which is kind of a sign that you don't mind putting old promo cards in the Money in the Bank store. So I don't know if this is like a massive sign of what's to come, but it's definitely good, especially on like a free player basis. Like, I know obviously that card's kind of useless now. It was useless when it came out, to be honest with you. But for people who were like, wanted images, but these cards were clearly locked behind the paywall, really. And they were an absolute nightmare to get. I guess if you managed to do the quest, you managed to get one. But those looking to like complete their catalog and get images and stuff like that, like the fact that they're adding these to the Money in the Bank store is actually really good. I think this is the first time that they've done this. I've never noticed them doing anything like this before, but that's actually really cool. So if they keep that up, then eventually things like, they'll probably wait until, I doubt they'll do it with cards that would be relevant, if that makes sense. So Like, you wouldn't see a Christian or a Natalia in there at the moment, but no doubt, say midway through season 7, once WrestleMania 36 cards are absolutely useless, in the same sense that Nightmare cards are to like the top tier of play, um, we could potentially see like those kinds of cards where they were difficult for free players to obtain. No, I like that. That's a nice little subtle change. I wonder if they haven't made any announcements about any changes like that, or so it kind of came out of nowhere. Right, on to the Giants. Right, let's jump into Giants. We'll run through a few games and kind of like give a gist of what I do. So, whenever we got 5 bouts, I don't care about the points from the first game because I just want the timer to always be running. So never try and avoid ever leaving yourself with 5 bouts total. Right. I always tend to leave these, let them stack up, and this is more if you're going for the heroic, but I guess it doesn't matter, whatever card you're going for last. So, because I'm going for the heroic piece, I'll wait until I'm on the heroic, on the run up to the heroic, and then I'll use all of them. By that point, I've stacked up about 30 of each, and it just helps with that final push at the end. So even if you're just going for the normal, for the event Ray, wait until that's your next card, and then it'll help with that like final push towards that. Or Paro. That's not too bad. So from yesterday, we know that down arrows are my weakest card. Left arrows and up arrows are actually equal. And then right arrows obviously be strongest. So if we get rid of the down arrow, that's going to be our trash arrow consistently. Right, so we've got 3 power, so it makes more sense to go for the power than it does for the toughness. Ooh, close. Right. Don't think we're able to get it. No, we can't get a ticket thing today, but that'll be tomorrow. We'll get a ticket pack tomorrow. Right, so now that we're in the proper bouts. Oh, that's so nice. Again, trashing the down arrow. Ah, down arrow. It's not bad. So what we're doing here is just trying to get the highest score we possibly can in the matches, but keeping an eye on the total. So far we've had a 222 and a 281. So I'm trying to gauge my average score, and that way I know if I'm ever going to hit below the average, I can just reset during the third round. Because if I don't do the third attack and a reset, it won't count for the bout. So what I tend to do is I'll use the first 4 bouts just to get an idea of the kind of points that I can get. No way. So normally I would have reset there, but because we're recording, I'll just let it slide by. Right. So we've had 222. I won't count the. Actually, you know what? I'll count the 100,000. It'll help with the averages, and then we've had 280 odd, 220 odd, and just under 100,000. This game moves that down arrow, doesn't it? This comes to about 100,000 as well. Yeah. Let's have a look. I'm going to use a calculator because every time I try to do maths while recording, it's been absolutely abysmal. So you just do 705,637 divided by 4. So it comes to about 176. Now I know we got a couple of low matches, so I'm going to set the bar at 200,000. So if I'm not on track to hit 200,000 points by the third round, then I'm going to reset every time. And then for the final bout, what I do is due to the fact that while you've got ads, you don't have to do this, by the way. It's more for a case of when you run out of ads. But generally for the final bout, I won't let it count unless I've had a 4 of a kind. By the time, with the amount of resets that I'd probably have to do, by the time I get a 4 of a kind, chances are the free bout time has run out and I've got an additional bout as well anyway. So it kind of just keeps you in constant play once you've run out of ads. While you've got ads, there's no point to it. You might as well just, play them as normal matches. But once you run out of ads, that's kind of what I do to keep in constant play. Let's have a look. Did they change the numbers in game? Yeah, yeah. I think that's different. Let's have a look at the leaderboards. $28 million. Not a chance. What's like just a top 50? Come on. 10 million ahead. Might be able to catch that. I really want to try and start ranking in things. Don't know why. Just get a rank. It's probably a complete waste of time, like, but because I think the Giants don't die anymore, so all you get is Giant escape packs, which actually they're still quite good. So if you get rank 1 to 3, you get guaranteed elemental, and then I guess you get 2 if you beat it. Yeah. Card back. Oh, cool. Right. I'm going to carry on with this. While I'm playing this, I'm also going to be streaming Call of Duty on YouTube. So if you want to jump into the stream, hang out during the grind, we do have our special Twitch announcement for tomorrow. So make sure to check that out. If you like the video, subscribe. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.